I'd like to speak on tensegrity, tensional integrity. And actually, I wanted this to be in the video, right? And the reason that I wanted that to be in the video is so that way you could kind of have a visual representation of what I'm going to tell you. So tensegrity is tensional integrity. Tensional integrity. It's a type of structure. A building or a house, and formerly we thought of the body this way, as a continuous compression structure, to where everything on top weighs down on everything on the bottom. And you can imagine for elephants and dinosaurs, that would be a big problem biologically. That would also mean that your organs are gonna get squished, you know, like your bladder couldn't be full without it being pressed on. So the thing about tensegrity is it's discontinuous compression. Discontinuous compression means that the compression pieces are isolated. So in that you see right there behind me, it's not a pure tensegrity structure in the sense that there's really not much elasticity to it. And when we think of tensegrity, we think of dispersion of force for one. So that exists in that half dome there, to where if I were to push one side of it, because of the connections, the force is going to be transferred through the entire thing. Tensional integrity is discontinuous compression. So our bones, instead of the tiny bones in our feet carrying the whole weight of our body, the force is dispersed to so it's dispersed through these tensile pieces, which are the myofascial meridians that Thomas Myers talks about. You got your spiral line, your superficial front line, superficial back line, your lateral lines, and these are the lines that are going to be mediating our posture. These are the lines that are going to tighten up or lose slack depending on the tensions that we experience over a lifetime. We are intentionally seeking out tensions when we train. Are we seeking out the right tensions? I love tensegrity as a philosophy too. For example, if your work life is weighing down on your health, then you have kind of the phenomenon that we see in the body very often, where one area is working too hard because another area isn't picking up the slack. So in our lives, we can chase tensegrity, chase tension, tensegrity tactics, right? We think of things in relation to one another instead of thinking them separately. And if we can start to do this, I think we can make much bigger gains. You see, if we're just so compressed on the idea of losing weight or on the idea of looking a certain way, then we're not seeing how this connects to everything else. We have lost tensegrity. If we're not thinking about the way our food affects the environment, we've lost tensegrity. So the way that I see our bodies disconnected is very much extended into the culture at large. That dissection mentality goes deep, man. It goes really deep, but we can overcome it. And we can overcome it with tensegrity thinking and tensegrity tactics. It's your boy JD. Train intentionally, not habitually. Chase tensegrity, chase tension. Do not run away from tension.